You're just all Butterfingers today.
That's a good line. I don't have a phone right now. I'm so discombobulated.
Oh, Peter's just all over the place.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us on a...
Where's your phone?
It's in my...
it's in his prison wallet.
Thanks for asking why I was doing the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again here. Cut. Redo. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again here for joining us on a beautiful Wednesday night in Pat's basement. Enjoying a Wednesday night cocktail because the boys are going...
Vacation.
Island time, boys. Island time. God, is it needed. Hope you're having a great week. Oh, going to do the first. There's a lot of firsts these last couple podcasts, Pat. The first. Half and half. Are you excited for me?
I'm thrilled for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got to hear Chris on the ones and the twos. The man, the beard, the legend.
I'm here.
We got Pat Lynch, who could use a tan but didn't want a tan. But he would probably burn like a mother.
Oh, he'd get sunburned the first day.
Oh, my God. How bad would
miserably.
that be? Pat, how do you do in the sun? Like, when's the last time you've been on like a beach vacation?
I went to Mexico when I was 18.
And give me some
20,
details.
20.
Feel free to
Did you burn
elaborate.
like a tomato?
No, when I put sunscreen on, it was fine. And then I might have missed a spot on the last day, and that hurt like a motherfucker.
Oh, that could only be bad. I got sunburned on the top of my head on Sunday.
Nice.
When we were out walking and playing pickleball.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's a miserable experience.
I remember the issue I had was like I was like a spot on my back like here to here that I kind of didn't reapply on.
Oh no!
And so like I remember going on the plane ride, I like shot some aloe on my back and I just like sat.
And didn't move.
And I didn't move for the whole
move.
plane ride.
I got to use water. I don't care. You can climb over me. I'm not moving.
Luckily I had the window seat, so I didn't have to.
Oh, that's
I didn't
nice.
have to go anywhere.
Okay, that would have sucked. Wait, so you got it on your back? You just
Yeah, it was like a
tiny little layer.
Yeah, it was really bad. Yeah.
For Lindsay's 30th, Lauren and them went to Cancun, and Lauren had this this roll on one, like where you, and that's supposedly supposed to be a pretty good one actually, and she missed quite a few spots, and she has like color disfiguring like from it, like she's got like weird.
Oh, she has like spotches of like darker skin color.
Yeah, it's so weird. How?
Wow.
I remember one time I was in Michigan with at a buddy's cabin, and this is when you're like 17, 18 years old. Absolute idiot. Didn't wear any sunscreen. I was an absolute tomato. The worst peeling I've ever had in my entire life.
Been there, done that.
Oh.
See, the problem is you probably got to like at least a little bit of color after that. I went straight back to this.
You went back to pasty ass white, huh?
It's red or tomato or pasty. Is
Oh,
all I got.
that sucks.
Yeah, no, we that's what I love about the summer, and I'm kind of sad that we're not doing volleyball because we get great.
Pierre gets nice color.
Yeah,
Get
I
a
got
real
so
nice
much,
color.
I got so much color.
Yeah, you go from white to eggshell.
To eggshell, to off white.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, Pat. Barry Weiss is definitely expired.
Yeah.
It's a little old, huh?
It was only November 2023 expired. 29th.
It's only a couple.
Yeah, it
it's
does
only
what it
about
is.
like 5 months. Yeah.
Not bad.
You know what? Okay, I got a few things to talk about. This one's pretty disgusting.
Oh boy.
And Chris and I have, and the only reason this is kind of relevant is because we ate some salad yesterday. I was probably a little older.
Well, not a good choice.
No, it's not. And you don't realize how.
E. coli.
Oh, is that what's making my fucking stomach kickflip over here all like last night and this morning?
You know, that $3 Rima lettuce is too much to replace.
No, come on. No, do you guys know who Christina Applegate is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be spinning my phone there. She's got MS, and with that, she's like immunocompromised already, and unfortunately, somebody who came to her house gave her COVID, so she's dealing with COVID, and she's insanely sick. But she'd been sick for quite a while, so she like did some like testing to figure out what like bacteria, like really disgusting testing, to figure out what bacteria, and they found out that she had eaten somebody else's feces. So it was on a salad that she got, and accidentally ate it, and she got the most insane, violently ill for the last like 3 weeks. Like, how insane is that? And then I'm thinking about like, look, the salad I had yesterday, and I'm like, my stomach started hurting. I was like, this is not good, not good.
So moral of the story, people:
Don't eat salads.
You don't win friends with salad.
How crazy is the kind of coincidence of things that come up? Like, so I'm thinking about that salad last night we're eating. I watched a Beer Miss Food, Chris, and he had food poisoning from a bad salad. And then I saw an article for Christine Applegate, who had bad food poisoning from a salad.
Well, I guess I will not be eating salad for a while.
In Florida, right? Like, should we not be touching it? It's like
winning at life, Pat Lynch.
Hashtag no salads for.
Why do you not like salads at all?
I don't necessarily mind salads, but I always view salads more like a component of the meal. Like I would get
like
a
a
salad
side, like a side to it,
Yeah, I don't really view salad as like a meal ever.
or an entree or something.
Yeah,
Okay,
entree.
I get what you're
It'd
saying.
be more like I get like a cheeseburger with a salad or something like, or a sandwich with a salad or a soup with a salad.
I can see that. That makes sense.
No, of course. Who doesn't?
like,
I'd rather. Sorry, not to cut you off, Chris. I'd rather do a salad sometimes than French fries or like a.
Yeah, I mean, especially like you go to heavy, you get something that's heavy. Like if you were going to get like a fatty burger, like you'd want to eat fries all the time. And you're just like miserably.
that's the way I look at it. It's like I use the salad as like if I want like a light dinner or like a lighter dinner, I'll use salad instead of other stuff. Like I'll add like obviously a protein to it, but that's my like lighter type of dinner instead of doing some like heavy entree. Or like I see more of it like as a lunch type like replacement. Like you replace some kind of like sandwich or something, do a salad instead.
I also use salad like if you're gonna eat something that is kind of like if you do pasta, I try to eat like salad with pasta because that way I'll eat like I eat this salad first. It'll like fill me up a little bit.
That's a great idea. I don't know about you guys, but as I've gotten older, I found things that I just can't eat as much anymore. One thing for me, huge thing for me, is bread. Like bread sits in my stomach like an absolute brick, and I feel so bloated afterwards.
I have more like certain types of things. I noticed with drinking more that it sits in my stomach more than I used to.
Like alcohol or?
Like like on a Sunday morning, I feel like more bloated than I ever
used to. Yeah. I feel like more bloated.
That's fair.
God, I don't know.
But like also like
as we drink a nice
certain foods.
Shandy.
I mean, one beer's not gonna do anything. It's like when you have 20 of them on a Saturday.
When you've been drinking since like 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like last
Check
Saturday?
out last podcast.
Episode 185, where the boys are pre-gaming a Cubs game that we thought we were going to see a win to, and freezing our butts off.
We've determined that it's the McGraws that are the bad luck now.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, but Joe's been in as many games as us, and he hasn't seen a win yet, has he?
No, Joe's was like 2 games last year.
He didn't go to.
Yeah, but he saw losses there too, so he's just as bad as
I'm
us.
saying I'm the one who saw the win, so you guys are the bad luck ones.
True.
Nobody was arguing that point.
We're just saying, is it just us, or do we add Joe to it?
Yeah, we can lump him in. Sure, why not?
Oh, come on, Mr. Lynch, lighten up, baby. Did you have to work today? Did you have to go downtown to work?
Yeah, I was downtown yesterday and today.
Oh, baby. Did you get tomorrow?
Nice. Tomorrow I'll be home. Yeah.
That's nice. And then Friday too, or do you got to do?
Friday I'll be home as well.
Oh, so is it Monday, Thursday, Friday usually home, or is it Monday?
It's usually I always do Wednesdays for the most part, and then depending on the week, if I have anything going on, I'll do either Tuesday or Thursday in the office usually.
What the hell do you have going on May 6th that we can't do the presentation?
It's closed. It's like right in the heart of like the end of close, so I have to like.
May 3rd is the heart of the close.
Yeah.
No.
You're always with the
It's
close.
a 4-day close.
It's a. What do you mean? It's a
4-day
4
close.
days. So
Friday's
1,
the
2,
third.
3, 4.
Friday's the 3rd there, pal. Monday the 6th is afterwards.
Yeah,
So 1, 2,
4
3.
business days. So the 3rd is a Friday. It's the 3rd day. That's like when I'm wrapping everything about the Mondays when I have the meeting and stuff.
Oh, okay. All right.
Where I
That's
have
fair.
to go through the financials with everybody.
I had a meeting today over some financials, and it was not a fun meeting.
They never are.
When you're just getting ripped the whole time, and you're like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Why am I on this phone call still?
What am I doing? Like, and it just didn't end, and there was no answers that were going to suffice, and you're just like, sorry, bud.
This is the best phone call I've ever been on.
Yeah.
Is this the company that has numbers in their name?
No, no. They've pretty much gotten rid of me. But that wasn't like anything I did. They just wanted.
They need an accounting staff, and Peter was garbage.
They're becoming a full staff accounting firm, or a full staff like huge trading firm that is going to need quite a few accountants at some point. And we were the stopgap. We were good. He's recommended us to quite a couple different kind of lower cost options, as they would put it.
Hey, you guys want the cheap accounts? Go with these guys.
They're good for they're good to you. Like you're like
They're good until you make it real big, and then you just get rid of them.
It happens.
Or you can just string them along like I'm doing right now. I don't even talk to these guys anymore.
Oh yeah, I haven't talked, but whatever. I mean, we get paid. It's fine. It's jobs are good, and very glad that we have it. And as the economy seems that might be starting to slow a bit.
And then you just blame Peter every time something goes wrong.
Always.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I do that. People don't even know who Peter is. And
Yeah.
it's Peter's fault.
But I think that's like a Steve Anderson SWA trait. Like we just get blamed.
Oh,
Like that's
easy. Yeah.
90% of the portion is we just need to be blamed.
Kyle says too. I get thrown on the bus and things I haven't even heard of.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for my uncle. A lot of the times he'll take that bullet. We need like I need like a Pepsi who's just gonna take the reaming for mistakes. Because I hate
Pepsi
him.
be like, lick my balls.
Yeah.
Pepsi, can't stop saying lick my balls.
Mr. Anderson's the best. He's just like on the phone. He's like,
Yes,
yeah,
he'll do 9 other things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be like doing like 8 other things. Yeah, I've heard this before.
You're fired. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be back in 2 years when you realize that you're paying like $1,000 and I can still do your return for $500.
Boys. All right. So sounds like you got a good week. Got a little bit of fun weekend. A little. You gonna just relax this weekend?
It kind of depends on how the weather shapes up.
He's going to the tulip farm.
I might try to play golf with Frank if
the weather's
the
nice.
weather holds up on Saturday.
That's nice.
Oh, is it not supposed to rain anymore?
No, I think it's supposed to.
TBD.
I think it's supposed to rain all weekend.
Not looking promising.
Yeah,
Nah,
Friday's supposed to be.
damn.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to like this one of those days where it rains. Right now it's just as windy, so I don't know. I'm hoping it's
Okay.
one of those days where it goes like either rains in the evening, so I can walk golf. In the
Or
morning.
like in the morning, you can golf a little bit in the afternoon.
Yeah, I don't think Frank's available in the afternoon, so it's either morning or bust.
Okay.
It looks like
Oh wait, what's he got in the afternoon?
I don't know, kids. Something
Oh.
He's got a birthday party again.
He's got children.
Oh, that sucks. It's got to be so tough.
Just ruin everything.
I really like. There are times where I've thought like, and then I hear like, oh yeah, I can't do this, this, and this, and I can't go here. I needed this, and it's like, no, I love the freedom. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I was busy just doing whatever I felt like yesterday.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
Might have still work.
Work is killing me right now. Literally, I've gone home so furious the last 2 days because of how much work we worked. 6:30. I'm working just almost as late as I was during the tax season, and I haven't caught up on anything. It's just new requests.
Yeah, still gotta finish payroll returns.
Yeah, we got those.
Tell me about that.
Working on it.
I absolutely hate this time. It like
All
you
right,
go from
boys.
like one deadline to the next. And it's just
Yeah,
like,
it's annoying. That's all right. We'll get through it, and we'll have a good summer.
May should be okay. May should slow down a little.
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna work.
you get a little 5:15 deadline action.
Oh yeah, or
Charities and
yeah.
taxes returns.
Not for me, baby.
Um.
No, those are my fault.
Oh, I can make it happen.
All right, boys. I got a few things I want to talk about. First, I think maybe I'm hoping Pat maybe has seen some of this or at least read some. Chris, maybe not. Today in Chicago, because we are a Chicago podcast, so we talk Chicago sports. We talk about a lot of things Chicago related. The big one is, first of all, the draft. Do you have a prediction
draft,
for
baby.
Do you have a prediction for the
first pick, sure.
ninth
They're gonna take
overall
Williams.
pick? No, because everybody thinks they know who the first is. I would love a curveball, them trading down to Washington, take Washington's next year's, like the next 2 first overall, and if they got to take a quarterback at 2, take a quarterback at 2. But because I think Washington,
would be astounding if they shocking if that happened.
yeah. But how?
That's the shock factor, Pat.
Because I could see Washington being a first overall pick again next year. They have nothing beside. They have nothing to
Yeah.
They have
like.
Scary Terry, baby.
They have nothing to built around the new quarterback.
They have a couple guys on defense that aren't bad. They were decent.
Who?
defensive.
Who they
have
got rid of?
Brian and Robinson Jr.
Their line's pretty good, decent defense wise.
Yeah, but no, they got rid of. We took one of theirs in
Yeah, but they still had 3 other guys that were good. That's why
Oh, yeah?
that's why they kind of let him go because they couldn't pay everybody that was on the line.
They got rid
Okay,
of Chase
fair enough.
Young too.
Yeah, that's and who's the other guy? I keep forgetting his name.
They got Darren Payne and they got the other D tackle's good too.
Okay, but so your defense a little bit, but your offense is who do you
No,
got?
I mean I don't think. I mean they got it.
I'm just saying. I think you got an
Brian
opportunity.
Robinson.
I'm just saying.
Jr.
I'm just saying. I feel like the Bears are gonna.
They're gonna take Caleb Williams. I just would. I just in my heart of hearts, I feel like this is gonna be set the. We've had 2 years, and I think it would have been great if we would have gotten the not Bryce Young, whatever his name is with Houston.
Stroud.
Yeah, so if we got him.
But I don't think anybody really think he'd
No,
be that good.
what he is yeah, and also Houston, his offensive line he's got all day, so I get that.
You still got the guy from Tungesville. They got a pretty
Yes,
good line down
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I think if Williams is going into a much better situation than any rookie quarterback in recent times,
Yeah, but how did? Okay, so I
Bears
keep
line's not
hearing that
terrible. They got 3 good receivers.
their line's not great though. But everybody's thing was Fields was running for his life last year, which he was.
He also held the ball too long.
Yeah, but Caleb Williams is no.
Yeah, but
ball.
we've seen
Well,
Caleb Williams a
depends on
couple
which year.
times.
That's what year. Like his sophomore, not this last year, but the year before that, he was a really quick release guy.
Yeah, but okay, fair enough.
And also, like the offense they're going to run is going to be pretty
Different,
pretty balanced. I think it's a much more balanced offense. And maybe if you can complete past the middle of the field, it might help out. Might be helpful.
And I do get that they got Keenan Allen, so that's going to give.
He's a great possession.
Yeah,
right of the middle, nice easy.
He's a great blanket for new QB.
I would like to see them get another receiver at 9, personally.
That's stupid. I think
they got to get that all-world talent, Joe Alt.
He's there. I would take him. But I don't think
he's not going to be there. So do you see that guy's stats?
He's a big boy.
6'9", like 360.
I mean, you put him on the other side.
Jesus.
Him on the other side of right. Now you start with a pretty good line there.
Yeah. I would like to see them I would like to see them trade back from that, but I hear the draft class isn't that deep, so it
depends on how it falls. If all these quarterbacks move up early, then you're gonna probably get you're gonna have either one of the top 3 guys receivers. It sounds like Alt is not making either to San
No, he's not
San
making.
Diego or he's going to Tennessee.
Yeah.
It sounds like one of those two. Like he's not going to make it to the Bears if the Bears move up. So the Bears are looking at either getting the top, whatever's deemed the top pass rush, which I've heard a lot of. Like they're all kind of, it's like dealer's choice. Like they're all kind of around a cluster together, and it's like which one do you like better? Not necessarily like a clear cut guy there. Like kind of like last year with a guy from Alabama was a clear cut guy. So it'll be interesting to see. I could see them getting one of the receivers or trading back. What I think are the most logical 2 options there.
Yeah, I've heard some people thinking about them making a really bold move and trying to jump up to get Marvin Harrison Jr. God, does he fall?
I wouldn't be.
No, I mean, but he was he at times was ranked as the number 1 overall pick. For him to drop that low is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I mean, well, he didn't go to the combine. He didn't do any really pro. He only did 2 pro visits to the Bears and to Arizona.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And he didn't actually do his own.
He didn't do his own pro day either. So I think that could be part of the reason that he's fallen a little bit.
Yeah, but he didn't want to give all his medicals out to people.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of interesting.
So maybe the Bears have a chance there. That would be nice.
Also, the thing at 9 is there's got to be somebody there that people want to move up to. So if there's a quarterback on the board that people want, like if McCarthy's there, let's say, then people want him. That's an option to trade back. But I'm not sure people are moving up to get a defensive guy or unless they want
the only team that they talked about possibly. There was a team in the mid-teens that was possibly talked about trying to move up ahead of the Bears and the Falcons to get a wide receiver. That was
what
about
gets
it.
interesting is if there's been talk. I heard a lot of talk about the tampering charge against Atlanta with there, and they could lose their first round pick, which would bump the Bears up a spot.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah,
until next
I
year.
heard it was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen before now, so I don't think it's going to.
Well, that's kind of crazy that it should happen because that's what happened to Miami.
Yeah, but it might not be till next year. They get penalized next year, not this year.
Is that what happened? Did anybody know if that's what happened? Well, whatever. It is what it is.
I think it was a little different. I don't remember how long it took for Tampa Bay.
Do you have any? Chicago has the first overall pick. The draft is in Detroit. Do you have? Is this a later draft? Just out of curiosity.
No, it's normally. Yeah, I think it used to be last week, a couple years ago, and then they moved it to the last week.
Okay, because I thought maybe sometimes the ones in Chicago, the tax season kind of got, but maybe not.
They was right after, I think it was the weekend right after tax season that it happened. Then they decided, we'll move it to the end of April.
It's funny how accountants think of the world as tax season and not tax season.
Oh yeah. Well,
you have the gaps.
You have 3 months of each tax season, so it's half your year.
Yeah.
I it's not funny, but I saw that, or I saw a term for wives, fiancés, girlfriends of tax accounts. They're called tax widows.
Tax widows. Yep. Someone asked me that during tax season, how does your wife feel about being a tax widow? I'm like,
it's
interesting term.
Yeah, I don't think Lauren's overly happy about it.
That's
kind of stuck right now.
That's something I walk around the house talking about.
But also, people think we're not. If I wasn't trying to.
Yeah, they're really pissed off, thinking that I'm downstairs having a great time punching numbers into a tent
or just being absolutely overly exhausted and disgusted with numbers.
That golf simulator that I was working on taking a little.
One day, possibly. We just gotta work on some financing. Anybody out there, S&P peer, want to provide us with $1 million?
There's an S&P Foundation. It's not a 501c3 organization, but we do take all cashes.
Yep. Gifts. No
more than 15,000, please.
Yeah. So Pat's at home tomorrow. Do you got any? Are you going to do anything to watch the draft? Are you going to get a little pizza? Are you going to do anything kind of crazy?
Let's throw
He's going to go to La Villa, get a
little
maybe
ski.
maybe muscle up, bring the Coors Light machine upstairs, plug it in right next to the couch.
I mean, eventually I'm going to turn this into a man cave. So maybe next year. Maybe next year for this time, y'all have it set up and finished.
I'd love to take a tour of this, and I would love you to explain how you would think that would work.
Do a man cave down here?
Yeah, where would you go?
Okay, so there would be a couch just in this area,
Okay.
and I would paint the walls and the ceiling.
Yep.
I'm gonna take all these shelves down here.
Got it.
I'm gonna put a bar right there, like
Oh,
a
okay.
little L bar out, and that'll be the general gist of it.
Okay.
TV over here, maybe 2 TVs.
I would maybe do something with the floor, make it a little
Yeah,
bit
I
more
think
warm.
over here I might do like a rubber kind of floor thing,
Yeah.
but over there I'll just paint it.
Okay.
Maybe,
I can
maybe
get
a little Salt Bay.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. Maybe you could even wall it off. That might help
Eventually,
it.
yeah, I don't want to like block it off too much. It's not a big space. The openness kind of makes it feel bigger than it is.
Yeah. Maybe you block this off.
And then I would
allow
do,
that to be open.
And I would do I'm gonna do new cabinets in the back there at some point too.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't see any of this. Maybe I'll take a tour one day.
Pierre will
We'll
get
do
on his
some
GoPro for once.
Yeah, I've got some footage on the GoPro.
Yeah,
I
very
was thinking
little.
about taking it out to Florida, see what we could do. I got the drone. I can't wait till we do our first outdoor podcast. I'm going to do a drone in and drone out.
He's gonna do a sexy drone
You have a
shot.
drone?
Yeah, we got it for him for his birthday.
Why not?
I didn't know you had a drone.
Need some hobbies. That's what I'm gonna do next Sunday is go out to a field and work on the drone.
He's gonna get busted by the FAA.
Crash into a tree.
No, you're right. Actually, I do. You like so we have
It's gonna
the
slam into a tree immediately to be like, that was fun for 5 minutes.
the guy I wouldn't think I would take it that high just yet. I think I would really try to get it low and close.
There's a lot of trees, man.
The airplane mechanic that I work for on usually Wednesdays and Thursdays, he's a like an airplane, like a pilot or like a model plane fanatic,
Yep.
and he also loves drones. But he lives too close now to and he got like one of these badass drones, but he lives too close to the airport,
Oh no!
so he can't take off because his drone, like the computer software on it, it needs to connect to the internet, and as soon as it connects to the internet,
It screws everything up. For
it
the
tells
other
him he
people.
can't do anything.
Oh wow! Really?
What's interesting about the drone stuff is like a lot of like roofers and stuff use they don't have to climb on roofs anymore. They take a drone up there and like that's how they like map your
Oh yeah,
which
is great.
and home inspectors too.
I gotta call that State Farm agent lady still. I gotta email her tomorrow, and she'll be like, "Hey, can we talk like next week so I can make sure I have all the
I got the other thing changed.
yeah." And I don't think we've gotten any money back for that though.
No, I meant I got them added. What are you talking about?
Oh no, that's great. But I'm talking about we cancel. We should get some money back.
Yeah, not much. It's a very small amount, probably.
Yeah, well, listen, you don't let them steal
really
your money,
helps.
Pat Lynch.
Yeah. Don't let them take away your money.
Don't let them take our jobs. Okay, so but on top of that, so the Bears weirdly also on top of having a number 1 overall draft, number 9th pick, only 4 picks in this draft, which is the lowest amount of draft picks they've ever had in a draft. They decided today to announce a partnership with the city of Chicago on a new stadium on the lake.
Isn't it still potential? Like they have to get the funding secured still, right? It's not a done deal.
If you would have watched this press conference today, Pat, it was a signed, sealed,
I
delivered.
did not watch it. I saw the renderings and stuff. I did not watch the press conference.
I
I
listened.
saw renderings, and I also heard one thing where they want the citizens to pay half for it, but I don't know if that was true or not.
Okay, so it was a cheerleading contest between everybody.
They said no new taxes for Chicago.
So the mayor
Just like
came
it's
on,
Arlington Heights.
who did tout that there would be no new taxes.
All right.
There's plenty of old taxes.
They wouldn't raise taxes,
Can I get that?
and they would use the hotel tax to pay for the portion of the city. I think that might be raised, but that's not a new tax on Chicagoans, and they're not raising Chicago. But it's people who come to the city are
also
going
you
to.
stay at a hotel downtown if you have like a little staycation kind of thing.
Yeah, you get kicked in the butt.
Yeah,
But
you
here's
get
the
it.
thing, like Pat said. So, what did you guys? So let's first start with what did you guys think of the stadium?
I thought it was interesting. One the first thing was that they're supposed to get a $1 billion loan from the NFL somehow. I'm not sure how that works.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's not sure how that works.
The NFL does it for
The
all new
NFL
stadiums.
The NFL
Do
just
they?
gives you the money.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They like you can
They-
look at
they go
Minnesota.
to-
Yeah.
They go to Roger Goodell and they're like, Roger, we're taking $1 million from your salary, or $1 billion from your salary, and we're going to give it to the Bears.
I thought the building was cool. Looked cool on the side on the lakefront. It's always cool view there. I thought it was cool that they made the old they will make the old stadium to be a little communal field thing there. I thought that was kind of cool. Doesn't look like there's gonna be a lot of parking.
Well, it's going underground.
Yeah, so there's no tailgating because they won't shoot open flames underground. So that might be if you're a big tailgater, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, but there's still got a couple lots, but the biggest lot.
Are they gonna have like? I mean, there's a lot of space on the other side of Lakeshore Drive. I wonder if they're ever considered just doing like little shuttles and having like that be a little satellite tailgating lot. But
Maybe.
Possible.
People can figure that one out.
Yeah, get Pat on the board for that one.
So I thought it was kind of a cool design and cool look. I think the capacity is like 65K roughly, and with room for standing room only, so that's probably going to get you close to 70, which I think is a good number.
What's typical in the NFL? Do you know?
Well, the Bears have the smallest one currently at 61.5. I think the biggest is Jerry World, which is like 100,000. So I think the average is like in the 70s, like 70 to 80, somewhere in that range is a more. But like most of like the average stadiums fall in that like high 60s to mid 70s.
Okay,
Yeah, I think pushing above 80 is pretty high. Like if you're
although I think if the Bears could somehow fit 100,000, they would sell it out. I think, or pretty close to it if they had the space to build them that big.
Oh, I know. That's why like Arlington kind of made sense. They could make it 100,000.
But I still don't think they're going to build that big. It would just still be more like this kind of size, maybe a little bigger, but not. I don't think it was going to ever be like Jerry's World.
No.
Yeah, no. I could see possibly pushing 80, but that's about as high.
And they talk around the reason for the Bears doing it in Chicago. And I honestly think that the Bears just don't want to pay for it all.
I wonder if the Bears are going to get a cut of the money from what all the other events that are going to be there. Because if they're going to get stuff from like if they hold the Final Four or Super Bowl or other events.
Like a WrestleMania.
WrestleMania would be one for sure too. I mean, all those kind of things are going to generate a lot of business for the city because all those hotels are going to be used for that stuff. Restaurants downtown being used, bars being used downtown. So I think that would be interesting. I thought it's kind of interesting also that they're going to obviously play in Soldier Field until that one's built. So that's kind of interesting too. It's also going to be used to help fix McCormick Place up too a bit so that you can attract more convention stuff there as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a big the thing with the McCormick Place though is not
maybe they can funnel some money to that arena called the Wind Trust where a certain basketball team plays that sucks ass.
I know they were asking for NIL donations, so maybe they can pop some into
It's not like so. Again, McCormick Place is a beautiful little place. It's not the worst. You know what the problem with the McCormick Place is? How much it costs to throw a conference there?
Oh, that place is huge though too.
There's two buildings. The one of there was that like the black building, the older one, and then there's the newer one is across Lakeshore Drive. That's like where they put all the auto show and the big stuff like that.
Yeah, that place is huge. It's like amazing. Me and Peter walked.
I would love to know what they would think how to fix that because what you need to fix is you need to get. Unfortunately, you need to make it the cost.
Everything's union labor there, so it costs you a ton of stuff.
Oh, it's insane.
Everything. Yeah, you can't put up a light bulb without paying the union guy to do it.
Oh man, are we gonna get all the rats down there then? Like the inflatable rats?
Oh jeez.
Oh, wait till they start tearing apart. Building that parking garage down.
Oh baby.
Oh, Chris is talking about something else, but
I'm talking about like
when the unions don't get used. Yeah,
they don't use union workers to do stuff, and they get those big inflatable rats. There's a guy in Downers Grove for the last 2 months.
Yeah,
and he's been sitting on the side of the road by the fitness center, right by the
because they're remodeling it.
Club, and they're using a non-union worker. And I'm like, he just blows up his little rat thing, puts a sheet over his window, and sits in his car the whole entire day.
Is there a rat? Is there a rat? Is there a union in Downers Grove-ish area?
I bet that because most government contracts are union based.
That's not a government contract.
Well, no, it's a government.
I think
private
golf course, isn't it?
No.
The Downers Grove
fitness center.
The thing that goes by next to the golf.
Yeah,
it's right next to the golf.
It's being remodeled by non-union workers, and the union workers are upset by it.
Oh, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's so remember last year.
I just want things fixed. I don't have a dog in that fight. So
no, me either. I again listen, but here it's tough because I think unions are going to become more and more important as things progress because look at the wealth disparity between
do you feel like unions actually do what they're intended to be doing?
I think they do it. Yeah. Is there maybe waste?
A lot of bureaucracy in there.
Yes, but is there maybe waste too? And does everything get funneled to maybe not exactly, but you got to imagine they're pulling wages the UAW. Remember when the cars, like the car manufacturers, they all went on strike, and so there's non-union auto manufacturing in Tennessee, and everybody thought that with the UAW getting great rates for Ford, Chevy, all that the non-union would do it so that they wouldn't, these guys wouldn't try to unionize. They didn't. So a bunch of non-union shops in Tennessee just unionized.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I saw last time I like one of those union strikes where they don't like. It used to be like everybody walks out, right, and everybody's getting screwed. So now it's like they strategically pick like a point in the assembly line, and those people strike. So everybody else is still in line, but they can't work because nothing else is coming down the pipeline. So they're getting a little smarter about it.
Oh, nice.
No, and I get that like unions
Which I think hurts them more because you got to pay the guys that are actually there, even though they're not working because they're not on strike.
Yep, it hurt. Yes, absolutely. The thing is, you need unions. It's so tough because as a consumer, it sucks. But as a worker, as yourself, and you see it, and you see the wealth gap that is building, that's getting out of control with, Elon Musk, with Bill Gates,
not doing so great.
with Jeff Bezos, like
with the guy who's building his compound out in Hawaii.
Oh my God,
The Zuckerberg.
yeah, Mark Zuckerberg. It's just like that amount of wealth should never been created, and they just pay people at the top too much, and the people at the bottom not enough, and that's just been always the thing. And you need somebody to kind of help organize that. And did the unions get out of control? Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, we'll see.
It's capitalism.
That's it. And
but the alternative is everybody. Other alternative is it's not great either.
No, I'm not advocating for socialism or any of that stuff. But I do advocate for fighting for our. I mean, think about from 2008 to 2018, the wage stagnation was insane.
Yeah, I mean,
it only changed because of COVID.
I mean, you see a lot of things like you said, like the gap between what the CEOs make versus non-CEO, just basic employees. Even like in corporate America, what a CEO makes compared to what just like a run of the mill out of college student makes. It's like the gap is staggering to a degree.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and how does that get changed? It's not one. It's not one guy. You have to get together and be like, hey, we can't continue. And it's like one thing with inflation. So inflation in April or March jumped up, and the stock market kind of took a big dive, and that's because they don't think there's going to be rate cuts. And I was listening to a financial podcast yesterday, and it was talking about, and it's not exactly that. The problem is consumers, a little bit. We need to stop buying shit.
Well, people are not afraid to go in debt to buy stuff.
Oh yeah, the saving rate is the worst it's been since the 70s.
So people go into debt. They go in what I would deem to be dumb debt, where you're building up credit card debt to buy like a new shirt or something.
Dude, it's so
as
insane.
opposed to people who have debt like you have houses or student loans. Or like, not student loans aren't ideal obviously, but like in theory you're getting something out of that at least.
You're God willing, right?
Yeah, if you're lucky.
No, you're right. And so people are. So like stores,
people are getting Uber Eats.
Greed. It's greed inflation because people can continue like Chipotle. They keep inching the price. Or Ford with a pickup truck. They can't find a price that people won't buy their pickup trucks at.
Do you feel like a lot? I feel like a lot of this is driven by like people look at social media. And you see like influencers who, they give you a 30-second clip of a perfect
life.
existence.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the other 23 hours, 7 minutes of their day to see what that's really like. But like, I mean, and I think that it creates this false thing of, oh, I should have that and I should get this and I need that. But, I don't really know if that's, people don't really, do I really need that shit? Like, is that going to make me happy? Like you need to find out what like living within your means what makes you happy in that.
Yeah. I mean, it's so easy and said. And unfortunately, a lot of people are lost and they idolize weird things. And
like the Kardashians spending, hundreds of thousands of dollars every day on nonsense, right?
Oh, Bob, millions of dollars on silliness. But then I saw an article for a guy who really enjoys tattoos. He spent over $240,000 on tattoos.
Oh, no.
Is his whole body covered?
Pretty much. And piercings and that stuff. But in my head, I'm like, that's insane.
I mean, what does he do now? I mean, like
I was thinking, what does he do when he caps it? Right?
Yeah. Well, when you run out of real estate on your body, what do you do? Like, I mean, like you like tattoos so much, you spend $240 on them.
Do you laser it off?
Laser and put it back on. Yeah.
Oh,
dude. I forget it is a rap artist like MK or Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Literally is tattooing his entire upper body black.
I saw that.
Wait, what?
It's gross.
Google picture of it's pretty.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but he was pretty much like sleeved all the way on his body, and then he decided that was, I don't know what he decided. Why, but
so he's coloring it in.
No,
His
it's
color is a
black.
body in.
It's just black. It's
Yeah.
like black. It's not like
It's like regular color, but
it,
Yeah.
it looks,
Yeah.
It looks like if you took the color of this microphone, just that's your body.
It's legit, yeah.
Oh, God.
And it's so painful that he's got to do like insane like recovery treatments, like in and out.
Doesn't that fade too at times? Because tattoos fade over time.
Oh yeah,
it's looking like he's wearing like half a shirt.
yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it's not,
What is this?
I don't get it either. I just don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any tattoos, and it's not for me. Never really got the appeal of them.
No, yeah,
But to people, I know people love them. Enjoy.
Yep,
God bless.
exactly.
Good luck. Have a good time.
Yeah, I've never thought tattoos like no, I just like the color in your whole body.
I've
That seems
never
a
had
little
anything
weird.
that I wanted to put on my body that permanently.
And the face stuff always is like, well, what are we doing here?
Pat, you look like you could use a teardrop on your face.
yeah,
That might get him killed.
You got to earn those, Chris. You
Yeah.
got to earn those.
You've killed a couple tax seasons.
Talking about like wasting money, this one's really sad. I read an article about and I do love listening to the guys scammers, but this makes me kind of sad. Like as you get older and people lose maybe a significant other and can't be alone, want companionship, and seek it out. So they go to Match.com, they go to Tinder, they go whatever they want. The amount of romance scam.
That's
it's
huge.
Older people.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were talking about it on the news
Not just
at the
younger
gym
people.
on like Monday or Tuesday, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's like a huge industry, and it's like, they were talking about it, and like it happens in like 2 countries. It's Nigeria and somewhere else.
Ghana was the one that I read.
Yeah, that's the other African country. Yeah, Ghana and Nigeria, the
and
2
then
big countries.
because it's crazy. So they get this, Elon Musk and all these companies and Google, I think, have provided them with this unbelievable internet. So now they have this high speed internet, and again, it's great but everybody can find some bad use of everything, and they're using these scammers are using this internet. They got this lady in Galena, Illinois. Her husband died of cancer. She moved from Chicago to Galena, was enjoying her life, got a job, loved Galena. Or not Galena. Yeah, it's Galena. Where do we look at those Airbnbs? Galena, I'm sorry. She went on Match.com. Here's the thing, though, too. I think we would be so skeptic. But the guy was like, she was, for an older lady, she was fine. But this guy was like almost George Clooney-esque. Like a doctor. Like they stole the profile of a chili doctor. And in my head, I'm like, you got to be a little bit.
you gotta have that.
Did
Yeah,
do they make a FaceTime call?
She did, but they did a Skype call, and you can fake a Skype call.
You can fake your image on a Skype call.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I know, dude. I didn't know that either. So I was looking that up.
yeah. I
and
didn't know
crazy.
that you could fake.
They
stuff
got.
on
Guess how much
Skype.
they got her for?
60.
$100,000.
1.5 million.
Oh,
She mortgaged her
Damn,
house.
she must have been living it up in Galena. $1.5 million in the bank.
Well, she mortgaged her house, and then she felt so guilty about it.
Did you guys ever watch that Tindler Swindler thing online on Netflix?
No.
no.
It's kind of a similar vibe. He was a guy that was going after younger women though, but yeah.
She
thing.
felt so bad, or
Ashamed, probably, right?
But that's the. So hold on, I'll get back to that. But she was like a lot. What happens is people don't want to believe that they got scammed. So and then he got her to start scamming, and eventually she was so ashamed, scared of retribution that they think she committed suicide. She ended up like they found her body in a river,
Oh,
but
no.
they don't know.
They're not exactly
sure how that
yeah.
all happened.
I mean, most likely that doesn't sound like a real.
Well, I mean, it depends on who she scammed and
Yeah.
like where she scammed them from.
But she did write a note like if I end up I'm not committing suicide, blah blah. So she did write a note, and then she got her daughter wrote a note for her daughter.
That could also be that you don't want your family to think that you did that too.
Yeah. No, I get it, but that
sucks though.
dude, it's insane. And I think about
And the people that are doing that in Africa just move on to the next person.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. They're just taking the money.
but they're doing it to 5 people, 6 people at a time.
exactly.
Yeah. It's terrible.
I mean, it's so disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, people want to be loved and want to be, and they go to extreme measures to get that. Unfortunately,
Did we talk about this on last week's podcast about the timeshare scams? Or did I maybe talk to this with Lauren alone?
the timeshare scam.
Timeshare, like you own a timeshare, you don't own a timeshare.
I don't think so.
Okay, so I think now it's kicking me.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's ringing a bell for me. I think we were talking this with. I think Lauren told me this and her dad when we were doing dinner last Sunday. this guy in Texas, again, he didn't want to believe he was being scammed. Thought he had a timeshare or was working with a company to get out of his timeshare. And they scanned him for $250,000. And they tracked it all the way. You know who was running the scam?
Some guy in Nigeria.
The drug cartel in Mexico.
Oh God.
It's easier.
I saw-
I guess it's less violent.
I saw one in I saw like what is it? What's his face? The John Oliver. He did like a thing last week tonight about timeshares, and there was like a company that would say that they could help you get out of it, and like the company went out of business. Like some lady paid a bunch of money, and like
I did see
she
that
get
one.
she did like a CBS news report on it, and her and the CBS news reporter went to where the offices were located, and nobody was there.
Yeah.
Like the office was completely empty, like nobody in there.
God.
So they like set up shop for a day, got this lady, and took her money, and then just completely dissolved and left.
I think I've seen things like that before. Maybe not the exact one, but I've seen scenarios like that where like help you get out of your timeshare.
Yeah, or help you get out of something, and then like they're gone.
Yeah.
I got one more, and then maybe we can, because this is not fun either, but and then we can maybe jump into some feel good stories. Anything from our last weekend pop out to you? Like it, I mean, so ladies and gentlemen, check out episode 185. This is 186. I can't believe we're almost at 200. Last week was great. We left here. We did a beautiful afternoon podcast. Side note to that one, I was half in, half out of that podcast because I need to tighten the camera because every time I touch it, it wobbles a little bit. Didn't realize that I was half in, half out, and Chris McGraw was backed up.
Living La Vida Loca over here.
The real question is, how are the views?
Oh, terrible. Oh, absolutely terrible
There
last
goes my
week.
punchline.
But so then we went from that to the Cubs game. Cubs game was great. Minus the cold.
A little brisk.
Left there
It
with
was so
the
much
Cubs
it was the
winning.
wind more than anything.
Left there with the Cubs winning.
And then the McGraw curse kicked in effect.
Yep.
Had a great time at Bub's or at Old Crow.
Medicine.
And then we went to Moe's, right?
I know we went to
Yeah,
Moe's
well,
and then
Yep, Moe's.
Moe's, and then we got.
Then we went to the dive bar.
And then Peace.
And then pizza was phenomenal. A little burnt. Also, Mark Hamilton left a lot of meat on the bone with his pizza.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he didn't like the crust very much.
He doesn't eat the crust, Chris.
He didn't funks with the crust.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Also, we had every type of chip. I didn't realize that all their
Yeah, that was something, Peter.
all their appetizers are all just chips, like a chip and a dip.
The
Pretty
spinach
much.
artichoke thing was really good.
I mean, I think their guacamole is really good.
Yeah, but we never gotten the other one before, so that was a nice little change up.
Then we went to Bordeaux, which is a nice cocktail bar. Beautiful, beautiful
It's a
two
secret.
cocktails.
It's a secret.
No, we did not go to Bordeaux. We went to the speakeasy.
Oh, we
that's
did
next
went to.
door.
I'm sorry, you're right. We did went to a jazz speakeasy.
Then to Bordeaux.
Did we have a cocktail at that one, or did we just have a
No,
regular
you
drink?
You had
Tito's. or
you had
something.
Tito's and Sprite. No, like real cocktail.
Oh, dude, the pizza was sitting like a rock in my stomach.
Yeah, that was an interesting place for sure.
That was. I wouldn't do it again. I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked it for
It was
one.
much- it was-
I think I would do it as a date. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, I would agree. It's more of a day spot. And
Yeah.
if you go there maybe for a couple drinks after dinner somewhere in the
Yes.
area,
Yeah.
I can see that working out well.
You go to Sushi Taku, or you go to you go get
Any of the various restaurants.
yeah.
You go to the Delta and get yourself what is it? The tamales. That's what it is. They have tamales
Oh
there.
yeah, they have great tamales there. That was
Then we went to the other speakeasy.
Yes, then we went to Bordeaux.
Show in.
got the burlesque show in.
Didn't see it because it was too far away and I had my glasses on. But and
The
so
ladies were
Shakespeare.
gorgeous on Saturday night. Then we got I had actually tried a different cocktail for the first time. There, I had the coffee, which actually helped a lot, but put Mike Basso out of commission. I forget what was the first cocktail I got.
You got
I
the
don't know
Blue
something
Hawaiian.
with the king.
No, I didn't get the
No,
Blue
you
Hawaiian.
got
Joe
something
did.
with, like tequila
Oh, you
or
got a
something.
margarita.
Oh, margarita. Yep.
Yeah, I had a whiskey sour.
All that, and then we went to Enjoy, danced a little bit. Had a great time at Enjoy. Actually, I had a really good. It packed up.
It
After when
did. Yeah, it was pretty packed when we were in
And they were
there.
all like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Wait, what's up?
And we didn't want to stay there anymore.
Well, I don't think it was a like. I think we just were like, okay, let's do a little bit of it in Lottie's and call it a night. Was there any real reason we left Enjoy, Chris? Do you remember?
I thought Joe was looking to kind of leave. I know
Oh,
he
yeah.
mentioned something to me. He's like, "Hey, what do you think about going to Lottie's?" I'm like, man,
He really likes to. He likes to. He's an on the move type of guy sometimes.
Yeah.
Once it gets later, and then I think when did he leave?
He didn't make it
Well, he
into
didn't make it
Lottie's.
to
He didn't make it into Lottie's.
Yeah.
He came with us to Lottie's, but he had to
He
get
got a
another
call on
ride.
the way to
Yeah.
Lottie's.
Oh yeah, and poor Sarah. The Saturday night pregame is hoping that you're feeling better, and hopefully rest and recovery. And while Joe is in Florida, hopefully you don't have to go up and down those stairs too much. Enjoy, and then Lottie was a blast, and going home, getting home by like 3 was not bad. It was the best I felt on a Sunday after that amount of drinking in a long time.
I did 2 liquid IVs before I went to bed.
Oh yeah,
Ibuprofen.
two liquid.
2 liquid.
Okay, you gonna hear what I did when I got home?
I was making sure that I'm like,
How did you feel Sunday?
I felt fine after
Yeah.
that, but if I did not do that, I don't think I was going to feel fine.
I had a headache. I could not get. I literally could not get rid of the
I had a
headache
bit.
that I had.
I've had it all week, but I think it started on Sundays. I've had like sinus kind of congestion every morning.
Okay.
And I don't know if that was necessarily related to drinking.
I had like the worst headache. Like I had like beer after we did pickleball and we came back. I had to take 2 more ibuprofen.
Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like I just could not get rid of that headache.
Yeah,
like
I
it just would not go away.
I wasn't like looking to run like I wasn't looking to like get out and I felt
Yeah.
good. I felt good, but I didn't feel like
You weren't going to
amazing.
be like active.
Yeah.
So I came home Sunday night, Sunday morning. Made sure Lauren knew I was there.
Announced his presence with authority.
And Lauren has like a
Morgan Wallen at 3 a.m. Let's go.
Lauren had leftovers of pasta that she made like Thursday night. I'm like, this is perfect. I'm starving. I go in and I saute.
He's like, ooh, babe.
I saute a bunch of the noodles in butter. I was so excited. I grab my ibuprofen, or I knock out my liquid IV and my BioSteel. Take my 3 ibuprofen.
Three, nice.
And I started eating the pasta and fell asleep, like sitting up,
Like Jungle Juice style.
with the plate with my hand holding onto the plate on my lap.
It's impressive you didn't lose the
Yeah.
plate.
Oh, Lauren came and took it at 7 a.m, and I woke up maybe about 9:30.
Still sitting on the couch.
Laying on the bed, laying on the other the side bedroom.
Oh God.
You got moved.
He must have gotten up to use the washroom.
Yeah, that's it. And I was like,
Do you not remember that?
what? When Lauren took the plate?
No, going to the bathroom and moving their bed.
No. I never was on the couch. I went into the other room because I didn't want to bug Lauren with the TV, but I wanted to watch TV while I was eating.
Oh, so you were in the other
bedroom.
I thought you were on the
I was on
couch.
the couch. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I was in the other bedroom watching my iPhone, watching HBO Max, while eating, passed out while eating.
And yet did not spill the pasta all
That's
over the bed or
impressive. He
anything.
didn't spell Jungle Juice the other day back in the day. He's got a.
I got that salami grip,
He's
bro.
got a solid grip and good balance.
So I didn't even
tilt.
I didn't.
Because I have a tendency. Me and Chris have a tendency to do the.
Yeah,
Just to lean over. We're done.
I swear. Okay, this is how dumb I am too. So I woke up at 9:30.
Thinking, where's that pasta at?
No, I was like,
Did I finish that pasta?
No,
God, I'm not
I was
bad
thinking to myself, I'm like, didn't I make pasta? I couldn't have made pasta. Did I make pasta? Couldn't have. And I had no idea, so I just let it go. I used the washroom, and I was hoping Lauren had been sleeping. I was going to slide in at 9:30. She wouldn't know that I wasn't in the bed all night. She'd be cool.
Yeah, right. Good luck with that one.
I slide in the bed, and she's like,
They know when you get home.
She's like, you dumb mother. I will slap the ever living hell out of you if you ever cook pasta and go to sleep with a plate full of pasta. And I'm like, wait. And then I turned it around. I'm like, hey, did you throw out that pasta?
Oh.
I wasn't done. Where's the pasta? She's like, you got to be kidding me. You could have ruined the sheets. I'm like, you ruined good pasta, though. And I went to sleep pretending I was mad.
Yeah, it's easy.
Tremendous.
I mean, until you start burning the house down, almost you got nothing.
Yeah,
to
you got
worry
nothing to worry
Yeah.
about.
So Pat tries to burn the house up pizza every other weekend, right?
All
Not a
right.
Good deal.
All right, boys, we got some feel good stories. Oh man, I saw this video. It honestly almost made me tear up. Taco Bell manager revives lifeless baby that pulled up to the drive-thru. The EMT said CPR saved his life.
Oh wow.
And you can go and watch the video. Maybe I'll repost this, but it literally, like and this is an older lady, so you know she's probably a grandma or a mom, or like at least a mom or a grandma, and just knows what to do. Came out there, took the baby out of the mother's, who just cannot believe what's going on. Grabbed the baby out of the mother's hands, and just started CPR, and got the baby back. And it, like, you can see how emotional everybody is.
Say what's wrong with the baby?
Let's see if we can find out real quick here. I kind of thought about too. It was an 11-week-old named
It
Miles.
was your best option to go to Taco Bell.
Well, I'm gotta assume the baby wasn't.
on my way to the hospital. You know, I'm really they got the 2-for-1 Crunchwrap Supreme, honey.
Yeah. The circumstances could not, or no, fortunate.
No, but the baby's all right. So cheers to the baby.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sure. I don't know. Did baby just stop breathing? Did baby just stop breathing randomly? That seems like pretty
You're
crazy.
asking the wrong crew here.
Yeah.
To answer
Yeah.
that one.
But I saw that video and it honestly brought tears to my eye for a second. This is kind of crazy. I saw this one too. Is 59-year-old woman breaks world record for the longest time in plank position, like adamant or abdominal.
What was it?
4 hours, 30 minutes, and 11 seconds.
Screw that.
What's an abdominal plank?
Like just the
Like
on the
you're the-
on the
Under your
forearms.
forearms?
Yeah.
They wanted to do a plank at they're talking about doing a plank challenge at my work. And I'm like, people were talking about the crazy times they're gonna throw. I'm like, there's no way you're doing that amount of times. Like, I could do it. I don't think so. I'm like, I could do like 4 or 5 minutes, and I'm like dying at the end of it.
I can do 30 seconds. And
Wait, how long did you do, Pat?
I think I did I've done like 3 to 3.5.
Get out of here.
Yeah, not
That's
recently.
awesome.
Not recently though.
It is, yeah.
It's
It's,
got
it's,
I did one the other day, and I did like 2 1/4, and I was dying. I fell almost. I'm like, all right, this is
no
the best.
chance. Yeah. There's-
What we do when we're doing that? When we're doing a plank challenge for a while.
yeah. Well, yeah.
That's
I
why
was trying to get to 5 minutes, and I never made.
I
it.
got
I got to like.
I got to 3.5, and after that, I stopped doing it when we stopped doing the challenge. And
I got like to 4 minutes and 15 seconds, and it's just like it's impossible
and then
after
immediately
that.
got shittier after that.
Yeah.
Stunned couple finds 14th century medieval gargoyle hidden behind their toilet.
That would be terrible.
Oh.
Like,
That'd be cool,
Was
but
like was there
terrifying.
like a wall there? Or?
yes, and
Oh.
so they're
They took
remodeling the
out-
bathroom,
You gotta,
and
have, you gotta have a pretty cool, pretty old house for that, huh?
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
The other thing I saw was in Mississippi, a guy he does this. He just like goes down old creeks and looks at stones and looks for things. Found a saber-toothed tiger bone fossilized,
Wow.
and it's impossible. Like,
How did he know that's what it was?
well, because he saw that it was definitely a bone. I'll give you one chance to guess each what bone it was.
The claw?
Tooth.
Tooth thing?
No, it was a toe bone, and the toe bone was insane. By the way, these animals were insane.
Yeah, they're giant tigers.
Giant. But there's only 6 actual fossilized saber-tooth tiger bones in Mississippi, and he didn't know it was saber-tooth, but he found this, and he's like, this is definitely a bone, prehistoric, yada yada yada.
Do you
It's
think
okay.
they go back and look at the rest of the things there?
That's a good question. I don't know if they actually talked about that, but yeah, and it actually was kind of cool. They got into the article. They talked about why saber-tooth tigers. There's 2 competing thoughts on why they had the fangs. One was that they would take out giant sloths by puncturing them under their belly and having them bleed to death. Same thing with baby mammoths. The other one is they thought that they would stick into their prey's neck, and then they would
Couldn't shake them off.
exactly.
I can see both being realistic.
Yeah, kind of
The
right.
neck thing seems pretty on
That's how
point,
li-
considering
that's
that's
how
how
lions-
tigers do it.
Tigers
Yeah.
and lions do the same things. That kind of makes sense.
They break your neck when they bite down on you. Yeah.
New high-tech way of healing broken bones could take less time and also make them stronger, make them over 3 times stronger than before. The new treatment method uses plasma irradiation to promote faster bone healing in complex fractures, says Japanese scientist.
Do you think
Nice.
that certain people it seems like some people are more susceptible to being broken bones in general.
Or,
though.
or just hurt more.
Yeah.
No, you don't think so?
I do.
No, I agree with you.
I honestly do think that's like, because I mean, I'm very blessed. I have had.
It's even with like teeth. Like some people, it's like cavities all the time, regardless how much.
Well, I think that's a little like so my mom has what they call soft teeth. And genetically, I've gotten soft teeth. Chris has gotten soft teeth, and that just means you are more susceptible genetically.
I definitely don't have that because I mean, there was a good period where I was not the greatest at brushing my teeth, and never had a cavity, never had issues.
Lauren's never gotten a cavity, and I mean, she's great with her teeth. But I mean, I floss twice a day. I brush twice a day. I mouthwash everything.
So you're just babying these teeth, man. It's your problem.
Dude. And I remember the first time I got the lady's like, you have like 5 cavities. I'm like, what am I doing this different? And she's like, I don't know.
You just suck.
Yeah. And then one of the dentists actually explained it to me. He's like, because he was working with my mom, and he's like, it's genetically, you just have soft teeth, and it sucks.
He's like, your teeth are bitches.
All right, let me get you one more, and we'll get you out of here, Pat. Get you a nice little rest time. Exercise cut heart disease risk by 23%, with the benefits doubling for those with depression.
Not shocking
Oh,
news
nice.
across the board there.
California battery plant is one of the world's largest and will store solar energy for LA's high using evenings.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, they're gonna need it for those electric cars I got out there. Electric stoves,
All the electric
cars,
stuff that they're
electric
they're having
this.
everybody put in. Yeah.
What do you? So, I think we need to stick to more of a hybrid system.
Yeah, I'm not sure electric is sustainable to the amount of wear on the grid eventually.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. And also, can you like?
Also, I think it'd be more very problematic when you start recycling all these things too. Is not how you're gonna handle all that.
Oh yeah,
Mining the cobalt's also very very bad for a lot of things. Do
you guys know how much it costs to charge your entire battery if you do it at a public place, not at home?
For your electric car.
Well, actually, I can tell you what it costs at home too.
But I mean, for your electric car, right?
I don't know. I'm like free.
No.
Those smalls.
You have no. A lot of them now force you to pay. That's what I think.
How long does that? And
it also takes a long time.
How long does it take generally to do it?
3 to 4 hours
for a full charge, probably.
$150.
No. I think it's $30. No, 20. It's 22 for public place to get a full battery charge. It's $40 to get a full tank. At home, you could do it. Well, it's $22 to $30 for a full battery charge. At home, you can cut it in half pretty much. You can do it for $12 to $15.
Right. If it was supercharged, the timing of the charge is quicker, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Does that use more power though? I assume
it does. And then the other thing is so your battery life is probably good for 3, and then it goes from 100% to 90%, 80%, 70%.
Yeah, it's like your cell phone. Like at some point, the max of a charge if it goes down is over time.
Yep. So I mean, it's just things to think about. I kind of thought, oh, I'd like to get one, and then I realized the amount of time you'd have to stay. I would rather do a hybrid.
Hybrid's I think the way to go. Yeah.
The hybrid is the way to go
because you don't ever have to stay and charge somewhere. You could just get the gas.
That's always about long. It's fine if you're just driving around the city, maybe, and you can just you charge it overnight. And but if you're on a long road trip, what do you want to be plan your thing? Stop it somewhere at 4 hours. Stop now.
So I was looking at some rental cars for.
And God forbid you stop somewhere in the middle of nowhere where they don't have charging stations, because that's a real thing.
Well, that's kind of interesting. Where Katrina's hometown, which maybe there are probably a couple hybrids. I'm assuming not that many. There's a lot of pickup trucks. I don't see a lot of hybrids, but they've got a whole row. They got a whole gas station, a charging station. I'm like,
oh really?
Who's using this shit?
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, Tesla had to have paid to put it in there because the one thing about that area, it is an area that people go through the town to go to certain other spots around there. So I could see maybe that's why it's there. But yeah, I was like, what the hell is this earphone here?
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again here for joining us on a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday night pregame to a Florida beach trip. I'm excited to go to Fort Myers. I'm a little nervous. I know that they're still recovering a bit from the 2022 hurricane, but we're coming and bringing some much needed tourist dollars, Pat.
Much needed.
Thank you, sir.
And we'll see you next week.
Let's go, Bears.
Florida, let's go.
Trade those picks, baby.
Bye.